Next job on the VW Sportwagen is the 30,000 mile service. It's a pretty easy one. Just check the brake pads, oil change, and hybrid components which don't apply to me. Reset the service interval, and then windshield washer, headlight cleaning system. I'll just check a bunch of other stuff. The other thing I'm going to do, since my car is at 3 years, is if you check the back of your, this is all in the warranty and maintenance book. If you look in the back of this, there's additional items that need to be accomplished. Not at a specific mileage, but say every 2 years or 3 years. So this says every 3 years to flush the brake fluid or clutch fluid if you have a clutch. And then after the 3 year mark, then it's every 2 years after the initial one. So I'm going to do that as well. I've gone out and I've got this VW. Make sure the Sportwagen 2017 Sportwagen specifies this VW 50114 standard, which is on this Audi and VW specific brake fluid. So make sure you get that. It was pretty cheap. I'll go over the prices at the end. But I bought 3 bottles of this, and they were about 12 bucks each. As a comparison, we just had our car in for service, actually at TSB, and they recommended this service to us, and they actually quoted us a price of $189.95 for a brake fluid flush. So for about 30 bucks and some sweat of your own, you can do this job a lot cheaper, and it's a pretty easy job to do. The other thing they quoted me was the 30,000 full oil service is 150 bucks at the dealership. So I'm going to save myself a lot of money there by doing that myself as well. Just to let you know, they also quoted me a price for the cabin filter change of $89.95, which is crazy to replace a cabin filter. I think the thing costs 20 bucks or something like that. I already did mine at the 20,000 mile service. So what I've done for the brake fluid flush, here is the cap for the brake fluid, and so you're gonna probably need to get a funnel or something to bring that up higher, because all this other stuff is in the way here. So get a funnel and top that up. Don't overfill it. Top it up. Keep a rag handy, because you don't want to spill any brake fluid on any of your other components. So just top it up to the very tip top, and then put the cap back on, and then go over to your right rear wheel, and we'll bleed that one first. So what I've got here at the right rear wheel is just a simple bleed kit, which includes this pump, pressure gauge, and then a collection vessel, and tubes that go to the bleed screw. Bleed screw is an 11 millimeter. Another method of doing this I'll do on the left wheel here is just to throw your drain line into about a half full bottle of brake fluid, crack open the bleeder, and then just pump the brake. I found that you can get about 12 pumps of the brake before you have to refill the reservoir. Doing it this method, pump the brake nice and smoothly and slowly, and then let it come up nice and smoothly, and you won't introduce air back into the system if the line is going up into your catch bottle. And it's pretty easy that way. Just 12 pumps, refill the reservoir, 12 more pumps until you finish that next bottle of brake fluid. And for the brake fluid, I think I'd mentioned that it was a quart bottle, but those are 500 milliliter bottles, so I'll do 500 milliliter per side on the back, and then 500 milliliter split between the front two to drain the whole system. After you get the last brake caliper bled and you close off the bleed screw, make sure that the pedal should feel really firm. It shouldn't go down hardly at all. If it does go down, then you might have one of the bleed screws might be cracked open a little bit, so check all your bleed screws. and then tighten them all down. It should be a nice firm pedal, and it should not depress much. The what's remaining in the 30,000 mile service is the engine oil and oil filter. I've already shown how to do that in the 10,000 mile service video that I did, so you can watch that. If you need any tips for that service, the rest of it is the windshield washer fluid, the coolant level. Check those for the proper level and fill or top up. Check the wiper blades for any cracks or damage, and replace those if necessary. And that's it.